Actually, on the way to the interview when we said that, we made it up on the car ride there because me and Beth grew up in the towns next to each other, but didn't know each other, and I'm actually old enough to where it could be true, but it actually was a total lie. But for years, it would come up in interviews and people thought it was totally true. Beth put a picture up the other day of her leaning on me while I was doing a guitar solo, and she put the hashtag dating, and so many people thought it was real, which was pretty funny because no, we're not dating. Oh, Torben, by a mile. We played Metallica's festival, and I saw him walking around, and I was so like starstruck. Like I wanted to run up to him, but he was with like this beautiful woman who was kind of leading around. I was like, oh, I don't want to bust up his game or anything. So I just watched him from afar, and he got on a golf cart and took off. But that was so cool. He had his walking stick and everything. He's the best. Gotta go with Whirr. They have more records, so there's a bigger body of work to judge. How did Joey join? Oh, actually, okay, we did this, or at least how I got the idea to ask Joey to play with us. Everybody, Nothing and Whirr were staying at my house, and we made this really dumb song together. And Joey was playing the Wurlitzer. I could see that he knew, like, he could play keyboards and like knew his shit. So I knew Bassett was going to be busy with Nothing a lot. So I talked to a couple people, and they're like, yeah, you should just ask Joey. And I asked him, and that was it. The worst. He was just wrapping up Punch Drunk Love, and then he was doing a solo record for Rhett Miller from Old 97. So that was the first project that I was on, and I was around for the Fiona Apple record that never came out, which is incredible. I hope one day it does come out. The last thing I did with him was Eternal Sunshine, The Spotless Mind. And that was really cool, getting to just watch him do the music for that, but also Michel Gondry would come in sometimes and play drums, which was cool to see, and just hearing his ideas, and especially hearing Charlie Kaufman, who would come by the studio sometimes, and just hearing him talk about the movie and what his ideas were for certain things was just like so awesome. He's like such an incredible, his mind is so incredible that I would just like sit back and like listen to him talk all the time. It was the best. Yeah, so whenever Whirr comes to town, we'll bust it out. So have, you know, guitar, bass, drums, vocals. I have the keyboard thing, but we never use the keyboards. And so I go from the PS3 into a headphone amplifier. So everybody has their own headphones. That way you don't hear any clicking. You're like totally immersed. Bassett playing Rock Band is one of the best things ever, because it's like the way he looks when he's playing with Nothing. It's like that just in my living room. Rambos is more when you're drunk, I feel like. Leo's is more the sober spot. But if I could only have one, I'd have to go with Rambos. The beans, they're unbeatable. They're both so disgusting. I guess if I had to eat one, scrambled eggs, because when I was a kid, my mom used to make me, my mom and dad, like, you couldn't get up unless you finished all your food, and they would always be scrambled eggs, like every weekend morning. So what I learned to do is, I also hate ketchup, but for some reason I could smother them in ketchup or A1 if I was lucky, and just swallow them. Like not even chew, just like swallow scrambled eggs and get the fuck out of there. Shrimp, it's like biting someone's muscle or something. I could never, it's so disgusting. Conor McGregor, just because, no, actually, I take that back. What am I thinking? Ronda Rousey is my favorite. She is the best. Like, her interviews are awesome. She's really smart. She likes wrestling, pro wrestling. She was at WrestleMania, which was incredible to see. So yeah, and she was good in Entourage. She can do it all. Conor McGregor is probably second, just because he is the best shit talker right now, but he backs it up, so. He's like my favorite black metal recording artists. When we did Letterman, that was probably like the height of my obsession with Xasthur. I probably had like 4 different Xasthur shirts at that time, so I was like, I hope I'm gonna wear this, and hopefully he doesn't think like I'm an idiot or something. And our manager at the time knew Scott, and I think he sent him a link to the video, and he responded, he's like, oh, this is cool. I never thought like my music would get like exposed like on a level like that. He's like, this sounds kind of like the Go-Go's. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Like, he didn't say, I can't believe this guy is wearing this shit. So I was stoked on that. Conan, hands down. Everybody there is so nice. They feed you. They have these full body, like lazy boy size massage chairs that are incredible. The green room is full of like amps and guitar pedals and stuff. And Conan is the best because after you do the show, he'll like come and hang out and like talk and take pictures, whatever you want. Just the nicest guy. And Jimmy, the guitar player in the late night band, is always super cool, and he'll always come talk to me. And so, yeah, it's just the most relaxed vibe for being on TV. I don't think I'd have a choice, because he could probably tombstone her like this and chokeslam me at the same time. One thing about Undertaker and Bethany is when she was a kid, he came to her school and did a talk about like not doing drugs or something like that, which was, I'm totally jealous of that.